Hello, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Yes, hello. And they're precisely there to do that so you can be your most authentic self and that we can raise consciousness together. That's what these are about. That's what the channel is about. That's the mission. So, my friends, a couple of announcements first. If you would like to win February's free private reading with Spirit and myself of 20 minutes, simply subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment in the down below in the comment section that you did just that and you would like to have the free private reading. Also, there's 20% off on all private readings and mentorship coaching calls. The coaching calls, first 20 minutes are free with me to get to know one another and to see if we're a fit. Find both or every link, matter of fact, down below in the comment section as well as the description box. There are also 2 videos describing what a private reading with me looks like, also what a mentorship with me looks like, so you get a better idea and can decide if this is for you. All right, there's also U.P.T apparel now, which I'm really excited about, and if you guys would like to check it out, I know a lot of people did already and I'm so excited. Thank you guys for checking that out and for going over there and purchasing stuff. Fan apparel, yes. No, it's really cool art over there as well, so go check it out if you feel so inclined. And that's it. Let's hop into your reading. There's a couple of changes anyways, because a subscriber of mine, a dear subscriber, Annetta, hi, sent me a couple of new decks and they immediately wanted to come into the reading. So all in the rounds of divine timing. They're here now. Excuse me, please. I pre-shuffled all of your cards. 2 guardian angel cards are out already. 1 Sacred Earth Oracle card is out already as well. It says Revolution. I love it. I was immediately like, when that card came out, I was just like, oh my god, I love it. Perfect. And it also ties into a Patreon post that I recently did about the weekly energy updates, and I'm going to attach these 2 if you're interested. The link to that post, because I know they're tied together. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, Aquarius. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. Since they're all timeless, you can go back. Even if this one doesn't resonate with you, you can check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign also. And also go with your gut. That's the main thing here on the channel. Just go with your gut and see whichever title pulls you in, because that one most likely has a message in it for you. All right, you can reverse the placements and it's not gender specific. That's it. Now let's start with Revolution, matter of fact, because what I was immediately getting with this one is the quiet revolution of the heart, the mind, you know, and it's also about coming into your most authentic self and finding out what it is that you truly love. And this is exactly where it ties into the Patreon post that was about giving yourself some space to explore just that. And yeah, if this resonates with you, I definitely encourage you to go check out that link and that particular video post I made over on Patreon. Yeah, coming into your most authentic self, and really that's the revolution basically. It's also accepting that there are other things, not just your belief system, right? But there are so many others that can perfectly well stand next to each other. Because if you take the side of a dog, I love to bring that example, because presumably they see in black and white and we see color, but we don't see everything. And flies, for example, see entirely different too. Now, which reality is real? Like, which one is it? Or is it all 3 of them in this case? And yeah, when you're talking about color, right, there are so many colors. And people argue about this, like, what is this color specifically? And it's what you make it. It's how you perceive it, and that is it. And there's nothing to argue about. Why does it matter if someone perceives it differently than you do, or vice versa, right? And that's what this card is also very much talking about. And it's also like, don't compare yourself to others. That's the main thing. Shut out those voices that have tried to tell you in the past, or maybe trying to tell you right now, Aquarius, to be someone that you're really not. And sometimes that's quite the journey to find out for ourselves, who are we. And this woman on the card is so gentle in nature. There's no forcing the process. She just allows it to unfold very naturally. And when you're thinking about the seasons too, and that's what this card is talking about, is the seasons change, right? But here we would say we have 4 seasons. In Australia, or native people actually, there are as many as 13 seasons, which is crazy, right? I wouldn't even know where to start with that. So, and then there are other countries where there's only 2 seasons, really. And then when you're thinking about North Pole, I think it is, then you have one night of winter that lasts half a year, which is crazy, right? So you can't really go by those markers that others have preset for you, because you might miss when it's your time, when it's your season, when you compare your own seasons to the seasons of something else. I hope that makes sense. But this is a good one. So I kind of feel success is at hand, but you need to be fine-tuned into the whole thing. All right. Oh my God. 10 of Swords right off the bat. So pain, mental pain. What else? Queen of Cups. Here we have a soother right here. A soother. Someone who is either soothing you, or this could be internal. These are just too many. I'll do it again. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. 7 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Yeah. Oh, King of Wands. Yes. Okay, yeah. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. All right. We could be talking about a mother figure here. It doesn't have to be your actual mother, and a father figure that are represented by other people in your life. It could be your actual mother and father, even in spirit. That's possible as well. And often those significant figures we often internalize, so we make them as part of our being, and sometimes they really run unconscious patterns here. So let's start with the 10 of Swords. That's quite heavy energy, actually. But the good news is about this, and it's mental, is that it's coming to an end, right? And what I've been saying, if you've been following the Aquarius new moon update, if you've been following over on Patreon the weekly updates, then you know what I've been speaking about, that we have so many planets in Aquarius right now, and they're so volatile. And air is the swords. That's the mental. So thoughts may be really running crazy right now, and there's a connotation to not believe everything your mind is telling you or your thoughts are bringing up, but kind of like to bring yourself back down to earth, like really ground yourself. And again, not believe every single thought that arises right now. And I think that's what the energies are pointing us towards right now, to make that separation happen, actually. So we're no longer, so we realize we are not the mind, because the mind can drive us crazy, right? If we really identify so much with the mind that we believe this is us, like all the thoughts is us, and this is really helping us separate. Meditation is super helpful with that as well, when you learn to quiet your mind, or to just feel your body a lot more. Yeah. That's what that is. And you may have had difficulties with your mother here. But then again, we have a healing process here happening as well, where I was immediately feeling like the soother with the Queen of Cups here, right? Someone is trying to come in and soothe you. So either that's in spirit, or an actual person, or we're talking internally, where you actually realized, oh, okay, I have this part within myself, and this is in the form of remothering yourself. you know, maybe you've heard of the expression reparenting yourself, where you, if you didn't have the nicest upbringing, let's say, or are, I don't know, let's just stick with that example, then you can actually get in contact with your inner child and start to nurture your inner child, that which you have not received, and you then give it to yourself. And that's what I see here, someone who's highly intuitive, but perfect wife, good mother, right? So really soothing the one that is in trouble here. And again, we have that separation, realizing that this is again not me, this is just a part of myself, right? This is not all of this is me. Like maybe everything that is me, right? But that's a whole lot. That is a whole lot, Aquarius, right? And you may be coming more into the realization, or you may get to know different parts of yourself, excuse me, that want to come up, that want to arise, and they may have been troubling you in the past, again, until you learn to turn them around and make use of them in a useful way, right? We could also be talking boundaries here with other people. And you'll quickly see, once you make that energetic switch to, I'm no longer taking that, then it's very quickly your environment will start to react to that. But that's an internal switch that is happening, definitely. And with the Seven of Cups, that is denoting to there's a choice that you can make here. It's up to you, right? And whenever those emotions arise within you, those are your markers that let you know that we were talking about. It's right underneath Revolution, right? The card that I just read to you, where they let you know, am I on track? Is my season starting right now? Or am I about to miss it? They will let you know, hey, we're here, we want to tell you something, right? And it's now up to you to make your choice, And Spirit also with this card says, no choice is good or bad here. They're all good because they're all lessons. Anyone who's coming in, like people, good or bad, let's use these terms, right? But they don't really exist in that when we're on that level. When we're talking on that level, of course they exist in our human existence, but when we start to kind of step away from that and separate ourselves from that idea, life becomes a lot less, there's a lot less suffering that is happening in our lives when we start to make that separation, when we start to distance ourselves a little bit from that, or from the idea that we can get hurt by certain people. And I don't want to be misunderstood here, because I've been hurt a lot in my life, okay? Let's just put it out there like that. And I've suffered a lot in my life. And the switch really came, first of all, when my spiritual team showed me what it is like when you're completely detached from from that ego part, or from feeling offended by something. It is magnificent. It is so freaking peaceful. It'll still happen, but it doesn't have any effect on you any longer. And that doesn't mean you don't feel. You actually feel joy in the moment. It's really bizarre, I'm telling you. So that's where the stretch is really happening, right? And it is quite the stretch when you're going from the earthly experience to that more spiritual point of view, and when you're trying to then merge these, especially when you've seen something like that, and then oh my God, I'm so far away from that right now. And that is okay. This is the human experience, right? And I hope I made that very clear, because I know that this can be, when you're saying, yeah, but I've been hurt. Yes. And that is okay. That is part of that whole experience, right? No one is trying to take that away from you or anything like that. I hope I made clear what they're trying to come through with here. All right. And then the Five of Rods, which is basically not working together so well. It's really like about quarrels, and there's even a non-interest in making it happen. If we're talking with people, like external people, then this is at least one person that is kind of trying to sabotage. But if we're talking internal, It's like, you know how we're all sabotaging ourselves precisely because we took on personas. And for example, you're trying to be successful in something, and you have a hidden fear of success, though, because maybe you've been put down so much in earlier times, whenever it was in your life, that or maybe someone begrudged you really or didn't want you to succeed because they felt belittled by that because they weren't able to achieve it for themselves, if that makes any sense. So you have that hidden fear, oh, if I succeed they won't like me anymore. And again, we're talking about subconscious patterns here that are trying to make themselves known to you right now, Aquarius. Yeah. And that's that. And that's a matter of you realizing who that is within you or externally. But often those external people, situations are placed right in front of us so that we can have a look inside because it's a direct reflection, right? And again, I know this is not an easy reading to take. I'm fully aware. I just can't do anything about it, right? It comes through the way it comes through. Then we have the King of Rods. Now that one is someone who's really, really loyal. And I feel we're talking about really good expressions here of archetypes. Like again, mother and father, someone who's very protective, but not in a sense of that they won't let you have your own experiences, but they'll definitely do stand up when you really do need it. But they also are very aware that you do need to have your lessons, and because they make you grow so much, otherwise you'll always stay in that childlike state and that you don't want to be in. Not like that, not like that. You want to, if you're on that spiritual and personal growth journey, you really want to grow up, because there are tremendous benefits, of course, to this, not just for yourself but also for your whole surroundings. Yeah. And that's that. I feel like you're growing into these expressions, or maybe you have people around you, Aquarius, that you admire that do hold those traits. And you recently started adjusting your life accordingly. And now, of course, with that wish, with that intention of, yeah, I would like to grow, I would like to expand myself. Here comes also all the other stuff up. It's about light and darkness, right? It's it's that shadow side that is now showing itself. Oh, you would like to grow, Aquarius. And then of course that comes up, right? Because it's like, oh, you need to take that hurdle though, because you need to be aware of it so you can then turn it around. It's really a flipping. Yep, it's a flipping where it's like you make that choice. Which shall it be today? That's what it is. And that is a continual process. It's not one that's gonna happen overnight, right? All right, we'll take this over to the extended to see where this reading is going. You'll find a little description of it over on Vimeo and Patreon, and also down here in the description box what your extended is about. And yeah, just this one last card, Guardian Angel card. It says love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging. 101. This card was flipped upside down. I could not see it. Your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose and unleash your divine potential through the power of love. Yes, Aquarius, that's that. And that's the revolution, the internal one. All right. Oh my God. Wow. All right. I'll either see you over on Vimeo or Patreon. Again, 20% off on private readings if you would like to have a more detailed view and especially tailored to your circumstances. All the links you need down below. Also for the mentorship. And I'll either see you over on Vimeo or Patreon or next time. Much love, my friends. Bye.